Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate Your Power Level, where we analyze the artwork and life lessons from anime. I'm Coach Donnie, and I'm an art teacher, former animator, volleyball coach, and volleyball player. In this video, I'll be reacting to Blue Lock Season 1, Episode 11. My voice is a little bit scratchy because we just finished our beginner adult volleyball camp last weekend in Hayward, California, which is a great place for anyone to learn the skills and positions of volleyball, whether you're a beginner and have never played, just started playing, or used to play and want to get back into it. So if you've watched Haikyuu and are interested in actually learning how to play volleyball, then come check out our adult volleyball camp, where we provide a very positive, safe, and competitive learning environment that's fun for everyone to enjoy. Also, special thanks to Anthony, who was one of the athletes from the last volleyball camp, for generously providing all of our coaches with some yummy snacks, and he bought me this incredible gift, which is the Haikyuu artwork. Look at this. And he wrote me such a thoughtful thank you card. Look at this. This is beautiful. I can't wait to look through every single page, but this is just such a thoughtful gift, so thank you again, Anthony. Before we watch episode 11, please click that like button and subscribe to this channel for my weekly anime reaction videos. And let's get this Blue Lock party started. Ooh, that's some nice animation. You see, even we got some glare on the ball, and the glare, what are those rectangular glare shapes? They're reflecting the light from the ceiling. And as it's rotating, you have the shadow of the ball, but the glare shape stays the same as it's rotating. So that's gotta be really tough to animate. And look at how he chips the ball. Look at how he kicks it. It's not just a random kick. See how he doesn't fall through all the way? And that's what we call chipping the ball, at least a term that I remember from soccer, where you're trying to kick it so it goes over the opponent. So you don't want to kick it too hard, otherwise it's going to go too far. But just to lightly go over the goalkeeper or whoever's in front of you. So great animation. Oh! I forgot that he saves it. Oh, that's right. We have this relentless defense. And the monster awakens within Isagi. This is another incredible track from Blue Lock. The line of three smells like a goal. Wow. Game over! Oh, that was sick. As he was kicking, you see the other guy slide tackle at the same time, which means he passes it just in time. And that sound effects of sliding on the turf. Oh, dribble through the legs. Some contact. So I know we're stopping a lot, but this is just how my reaction videos go. It's important for us to appreciate how accurate these animations are. When you kick a soccer ball, you don't want to kick it with your toes. One, you're going to break your toes, especially if you kick it at a high force. But you have a lot more control and follow through when you kick on the sides of it. So look at how when they're kicking through, see how he's kicking on the side. You just have better control when you have a flatter surface. And then also when you stop a ball, you also want to kick with the outside of the foot. See how he stops the ball with the outside of his foot here. Yeah, keep that ball movement going on. That's just like basketball. And then I'm also distracted by it almost looks like flash animation. I don't know if that's what it's called anymore. That was a really old animation style back where you just draw an arm and then the arm kind of moves like a robot. They're kind of like independent pieces. So it's easier to animate because you just draw one really nice image with limbs, but then you can move the limbs. But it looks very awkward and robotic, but I think that's what they're doing with Bachata. So if anyone is currently in animation, let me know what people do if they're still using that flash style animation, or if that's what it's even called. But you see how Bachata, there's no wrinkles on the body, there's no change of shadows on the body. He's just an awkward robot running, and it just doesn't look as organic. Oh. Oh, look at those eyes. The eyeballs are white. The sonic boom. Jiggity! Oh, look at that teamwork. The sweat coming off the face. The blue aura coming off the back. He sees the future. Now we get a little soliloquy from Kuon. Something more important, the success of the team. That's what you felt. Isagi! Okay, passing into Kunigami. I love how fluid this ball movement is. Not just in animation, but in strategy. Oh, he's getting a slide tackle into Kunigami. But someone's going to come from the backside to save it. He's going to head her. Oh, the shark is coming in fast, Raichi. Oh, the laces. Shoot, that guy's face is crazy. Oh, and we got Bachira, the master dribbler. Oh, ho, ho. Man, these images are amazing. I love it when they add like those really thick edges. And I get goosebumps when their eyes turn to white. That means they're just in another zone here. Oh, look at that. So menacing. But this just feels like that Akuma demon character. But I love how they did the shadows here because as he's running, based on the lighting of this entire facility, it looks like it's pretty well lit. But for dramatic effect, they made the shadow in the center of the body dark. And to make the eyes darker, to make him look more menacing and more sinister and more aggressive here. So even though that lighting is not as realistic because the entire arena is lit up, I think is done really well here because to create just how intense Chigiri is moving and more importantly, how badly he wants the ball. He can see it. The routes converging. It's all about reading patterns. Ooh, is Isagi gonna shoot it? Oh, he senses his monster. Yes, the eyes locking in. That's another great kicking animation with the inside of the foot. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting more goosebumps. Oh, is he gonna score? Oh, beautiful. We have the soccer ball rotating through the eye. Oh, no. Nagi comes out of the darkness when the monsters converge. But can he adapt? Come on, Isagi. Oh, these auras are so good. By the way, these auras are most likely computer generated, and that's okay. You can draw the auras like from Dragon Ball Z and when people charge up, but I think because the auras have consistently been CG this entire time, it works really well, and I think it creates a nice contrast between this really smooth, I mean, if you look at the aura, there's no lines on the outside. That's really hard to do to animate just with color and no outline, but much easier to do with a computer generated animation. And as long as you keep it consistent throughout the anime, then people tend to get used to it, and that's what they expect to see of the aura. But if you keep changing it to where it's computer generated and hand animated and keep going back and forth, but like I said, it's a nice contrast because you have this perfectly animated aura with the organically animated human figure. It's a nice change. Oh, his eyes are shaking. You guys notice that? So that stress where his irises are vibrating. Come on, fake him out. Just go for it. Oh no. Too much thinking. And this is where Isagi has to try a different move that he's never tried before. And take that risk. The puzzle piece. The last puzzle piece. Oh, so cool with that death skull behind him. Ooh, they do such a good job with these illustrations here. It's like these human bodies are just carriers for these demon spirits of intense competitors that are constantly. I mean, if you're a fierce competitor, that's exactly what it feels like. You don't see this person. Like, you don't see a 6'8" person or a 5'4" person. You sense their competitive energy. It's about competing instincts like animals, to the point where, like, when you know they've done something, there's like a mutual respect, but there's a sense like, ooh, I gotta watch out for that guy. But it's that game of cat and mouse, of constantly adapting and chasing each other. He's gonna do it. Break through that puzzle piece. Yes, when his eyes go white, you know he's gonna do it. What's going on? Remember your goal. Oh, his body disappearing into puzzle pieces. Man, the animations in this episode are off the charts. Not just the illustrations, like the analogies that are happening with the skull, the puzzle pieces coming off, but how they're animating it. Oh, this is so good on so many levels. And the music is just even better this one. He is becoming the Matrix. He just has to do and feel. Yes. Because he reads the court. Bururoku. Wait, let's read what are the three pieces to the puzzle. Weapon, spatial awareness, skill, times instinct. What is that last piece? Oh, he's gonna go for it. Yes, direct shot. Oh, damn. Does he get it? Just misses it. Ah, so good. I love how the aura is green this time. The direct shot. Yes. Oh, so good. Yoichi. Isagi. I'm gonna watch that whole sequence again without me screaming. Those sounds though, those are like classic anime sounds where like they charge into a flame and they kind of go into the atmosphere. That one right there. Director, shiatata. And I love how he falls on the floor because he gave everything he could in that shot. Just like an all or nothing. And the sound go like that, you can hear the net make a sound too as it hits it. And his fingers bent on the floor with sweat dripping down. Awesome. Ah, the final piece. Okay, for once I actually want to agree with the name of this episode, the final piece, because sometimes it's like some obscure phrase that, in my opinion, doesn't always have anything to do with the main theme of the episode, but truly the final piece, the final puzzle piece that Isagi has been chasing. Yes, I feel like he should take off his shirt for that one. I'm curious what Nagi's reaction is. Maybe like a respect. Oh no, ability not to give time. You see, even as Reo's given up, his eyes, even as he's talking, we still have time. His monster eyes are still going off. He's unlocked a monster. Oh. Oh, the game's over? Full time? Oh, they won by 1. Holy cow. I did not realize that. I thought they were down. This reminds me of someone that... Oh, this is like a Akashi moment. Where it's the first time he tasted loss. Ah, Kuwani actually smiles for them. Oh, that's nice of them. I like this shark guy. He's the enforcer. By the way, every team needs to have... Well, let me freeze frame it on this guy. I forgot his name already. I think Raichi? Is that the shark face guy? Every team needs an enforcer. Someone that is not going to take crap from anybody. And they might not always be... I mean, sometimes they are the most gifted player, but they might not always be. But they're the most in-your-face physical player that's going to keep your team in check, but more importantly, protect your team. So your team can just focus on playing hard. Come here, traitor. Wait, what did he say before that? If you hadn't flattened Nagi, we wouldn't... Okay, so at least he recognizes what he did. Wow, that's a really nice hand animation right there. Look at that. This is where you use reference images. Look how realistic that is relative to my hand. And you see the wrinkles here on the palm, and every knuckle bends at a different angle. So when you're animating, it's not just people coming up with these images out of their head. I mean, they do have to study the human figure a lot, but a lot of times they either take video or image of someone else doing that. And that's why animating in teams is always better, because you get to act out movements, have someone record it, and kind of help each other out. But really, really well done hand here. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was so good. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I'm gonna watch that again. That was so unexpected. It was like kind of expected, but I like, oh, Raichi's finally having his moment. I hope his name is Raichi, by the way. Look how calm Kwon's face is. Like that. I might have to adapt that into my arsenal as a teammate. If someone betrays us, I'm gonna pretend to shake their hand and then boom. God, veins popping out. So, okay, we gotta watch Kwon's face. He's like, oh. Well, just listen to his sound effects. I guess he doesn't say anything. Okay, no, he goes, oh. He goes, oh, like, oh, really? Just listen closely to Kwon. Oh, man. I don't remember the last time I've laughed this hard in an anime. The last time was where in Haikyuu, the principal, when he got his toupee knocked off, I think that was probably the first time I really laughed my butt off. This is the second best one. I might watch that scene several times on my own time, but I won't bore you guys with that. Okay, and the funny thing is he accepts it. He's like, his nose is bleeding. He's like, ah, okay, I guess I deserve that. Ah, let's see how they rank now. Because it depends on the performance of the other team. The other teams too. Ah, Team Z got second place. We have, okay, Wanima, Nico, Baro. 10 goals? Damn. That's cool that the whole team was able to move on. Food time. We got some pot stickers. We got steak, of course. Oh, that's cute. They're gonna have a little celebration party. So just a quick, by the way, it looks like he bit off the fork. This looks odd. The fork prongs should be longer. It's almost as if they blotted out whatever food was there. But this is a part where they got a little lazy with the animation. So they're zooming in on Chigiri. And I don't know if you can see it because we're probably blurring out the anime, but it's a little grainy. And then they zoom out and it gets really clear. So I know they probably didn't want to spend extra money to draw a close-up version and then to animate the zoom out. See how it's much crisper now? Because this is probably the original framing of the animation and they just zoomed in instead of animating a person that close. Blue lock drinks. Soda. I like the conversations between Bachira and Isagi. I'm not the one who did something awesome. Bachira has helped him discover that puzzle piece. And that's cool that Bachira saw it in him this whole time. Positioning through spatial awareness. Direct shots. Alright, positioning through spatial awareness times direct shots equals Isagi's, Yoichi's formula for goals. By doing it by feel, trusting your instincts. It's like a positive. What the? So much violence in this anime. Oh, are they crying? Yeah. Yeah. Those are some very good, like, sounds of agony. But there has to be a loser and a winner. Oh, Nico. The original creepy eyes. Oh, as a top scorer from his team, even though his team didn't advance. He just took control. So is this like a real thank you or like a trash talk? Oh. So it's like more like a trash talk. Those are some good feet animations. And Isagi's gonna talk back. Bring it on. Screw you, interesting. Yeah, when you become the man, there's a target on your back. Yes, that's what great competition does. It just forces people to continue to level up. Psh, someone always has drool when they're sleeping in anime, or some snot coming out. Even if you didn't eat the food, you savor the taste of victory. Join our channel memberships and be a part of an exclusive interactive community where you'll receive early access to all my reaction videos 5 days before they are released, behind the scenes content, members only polls, monthly live stream watch parties, and uncensored reaction videos with 100% opacity and original anime audio for an extra level of enjoyment. You'll also receive exclusive loyalty badges and custom emojis made just for members. So click that join button below to enjoy your members only perks today. Man, that's brutal. So many back-to-back games and then conditioning. Notice that every time this guy talks, he talks with like maximum intensity. So many veins popping out of the face, which is really hard to draw, by the way, to make a vein not look like a wrinkle in animation. And a lot of it is just due to the shadows too, not just the shape of the vein, but also the shadows that are on the edges to make it look like the veins popping out of the skin. This guy's gonna have a heart attack. Oh. Calling pieces of garbage. Ooh, I like it. I like the virtual reality training. Physical conditioning. Yeah, you do need to. So day 3 of physical conditioning. The spirit of not giving up. Ooh, look at that sweat coming off. Chickadee. Oh, puking. That is sometimes when you push yourself beyond your limit. But Bachida never looks tired. 9 days of conditioning. They do a good job animating the steam. You could listen to Isagi's sound, like kind of like a zombie. And sometimes when you're pushing your body that hard, you gotta get into this robotic, mindless zombie mode to just do the work. You just gotta do the work and finish the work. I love it. They didn't have to add that sound detail, the voice, but I thought that really took that scene to another level. And now they probably have to play tired. So you have to pass the physical conditioning test to make it to the next level. Yeah, look at the determined. Also, every sports anime has this scene where everyone's doing some pose, like in a still shot, to show their badassness. Someone's got to be doing this. Please, please, someone stretch their arm. But someone for sure is like pumping their fist, cracking their knuckles. Come on. Is there anybody doing the arm stretch? No, what? No one's... Oh, okay, we got the shoulder grab. That's close enough. Like this one. So the guy with the long bangs, I forgot his name, he's doing the shoulder grab. And Kuon is holding his neck probably from being punched in the face by Raichi. Oh, it's interesting that Isagi's aura is green and not blue. Wow. All 5 groups. Other buildings. Team W ranked 237. Maybe the losers are given a second chance. Wow, a compliment. He said, good work on your physical conditioning. You all believe you were the very bottom of the pile. Oh, to make them feel like they had to work harder. So there is no rank number 5. That's a nice psychological trick to get the most out of somebody. Half-baked confidence. I like that. But he grew up in the favelas. Oh no, in France. Yeah, still the slums though. His eye, I really like this eye drawing here. It's not realistic, like far from it. It looks almost like a cat, but just that intensity. Yeah, and that's why some of the best NBA players grow up in really, really difficult circumstances. Basketball is their only way out of the hood. Interesting. So you have to create that hunger within the team. Bulu locker. The ego that changes the world. I like that. Second selection. What will this one be about? Fascinating. So you have to progress to each stage. Wow, so he brought some of the best players in the world. That's a privilege. The difficulty spike. So now it's to separate them. Ooh, even Ego has that inner demon, so he must have been a great competitor in the past. But there will probably be some additional team support eventually. Just when the team was starting to build some chemistry. Is that like a cooler Isagi? Oh, with a little curve. He's like Isagi on steroids. The best guy generally has like a very calmness. Itoshi. But his hair color's different. I like how they're still encouraging each other. Everyone's egos are starting to come out. I like how his is more general. Nice. I like how they still have that team mindset, even though they're going to eventually have to do individual drills. Are we going to get a sneak preview? Should I keep watching, or is this going to be a spoiler? So my guess is that I have to keep watching. So is this guy... Oh, this is Isagi having his own dialogue. What does Khan... This is... Yes. That determination. What is on the other side of this door? So this is kind of similar to the modern flash style animation where it's just really nice images, but just the mouth moving or the hand moving. Still don't know what lock off means. Ooh, Kuban's back in the mix. Maybe lock off is their way of saying, let's go. Whoever plays Raichi's voice must be tore up in the throat after each episode. Episode 11 might be my favorite episode so far. Before that, I think it was episode 8 or maybe it's 9, where Chigiri like sonic booms to different speeds and he unlocks and breaks free from the chains around his knee injury. But this one was special. Those first like 5-10 minutes were like its own movie, and I cannot wait to see the Blue Lock movie. If it's anything like those first 10 minutes, that is just going to be an entire hour and a half of just non-stop craziness. I think it's interesting that it took all the way up to episode 11 for Isagi to discover his secret ability, but I think that's what makes this anime so great, is that everyone is slowly discovering what their specialty is. That's pretty much the athletic journey. It's about finding ways to level up, and you can't level up unless what you currently do doesn't work, and you're confronted with a wall that essentially forces you to adapt or forces you to give up. And I love how Isagi has that true fighting spirit of any competitor, of not if I can break through that wall, but it's figuring out how. And it's really cool how Bachira has kind of become his guide. I feel like Bachira has become Isagi's guide through the dark cave of like navigating this space of how to achieve that next level. So I'm curious what this second round selection is going to look like. I appreciate all of the fans that comment on my videos, and there's a couple interesting comments that I wanted to reply to. For the record, and this isn't a spoiler, so don't worry, and by the way, thank you for being thoughtful about not spoiling it for me. The only one who actually has a monster inside him is Bachira. Yeah, he just kind of a weirdo. He thinks Isagi has one too, but no one else has anything like a monster inside of them, and it is never alluded to or implied either. So I'm assuming when they have that scratchy eye animation, I thought that was that inner demon that gets unleashed, but maybe it's just them entering a different zone, whereas Bachira is the only one that has that actual like monster aura behind him. I'm assuming that's what you're saying, Jack. Thanks for the insight. Henry Vo says, common misconception, but the goalie's name is not actually lemon as in the fruit, but the first letter is an uppercase I, so it's Aiemon, or so it's Iemon. Aha, really fascinating, especially with reading the subtitles, but now I at least know how to pronounce his name, Iemon. Thank you. Heaven Lie Demon 7571 says, I guess only in single point kind of games can you score a hat trick. A hat trick is simply one person scoring 3 times in a single match, so baseball, soccer, hockey players can all have hat tricks. In basketball, the hat trick closet equivalent would be a triple-double. That's crazy. Thanks for explaining what a hat trick is, and I've been watching and playing all those sports in America for so many years, especially basketball, and it's weird how I never heard that term, but it wouldn't be the first time where I missed some obvious details. So thanks for the info. A hat trick is some 3-point sequence in soccer.